Hellos and welcomes everyone, AnthWolf here, bringing you a Let's Talk for June the 1st, 2015. If you're unfamiliar with my Let's Talk videos, they basically when I sit down for a few minutes. This one will be approximately 9 if I time it well with the background video here, which is part of the Crysis free tutorial. And basically talk to you all about obviously the previous month and what's going to be happening in the near future. Obviously if you want to do that, if you want to listen in, feel free to remain with the video. If not, do whatever you do on your days. I hope you've had a good May at least. I apologise that I didn't do a Let's Talk video for that month, but I was quite busy, to be perfectly honest. I didn't have much of a willingness to do a video because I didn't really know what I was going to be talking about. And I was quite occupied actually recording content. I am trying to remain with a daily release of at least a video, and it seems of late the weekends have been another a large chunk of a particular game. I finished Wolfenstein The New Order, and that was in about, I think it was 23, 24 videos. I really should check. It's no reason why I couldn't at this time, but I'd rather just continue on. And then following that I released Black Mesa, which was the Half-Life mod from the Crowbar Collective, I believe they were called. I really enjoyed that. I'm sad that they haven't finished it completely and they haven't released the Zen Border World. But hopefully down the line they do get around to that and I can revisit the title. That's something I will be looking forward to doing. In addition, obviously, I've just this weekend released Fear Extraction Point. Now, you probably, if anyone's watched any part of that video series just yet, you'll realise part 3 is missing. Unfortunately, that can't be helped. That was my fault. I thought I had actually uploaded it already. I'd only upload them in chunks overnight while I'm asleep. And it was a simple error on my part. I should have double checked before I started deleting the compressed files that I normally upload to YouTube. And I didn't. So that's a lesson learned. That was really frustrating. I almost entirely cancelled that entire game. But then I realised I had obviously 7 still perfectly good videos I could upload and release. And apart from missing half an hour, I really didn't want to do that. If, to be perfectly honest, I could have went back and recorded that little segment. I probably kept a save file. I normally save the game after each video just so in case anything goes wrong, basically I can in case I get distracted I can reload a save and re-record the content. But I don't know, maybe I was feeling lazy. Possible, it's very possible. But at the time I just went, nope, that's fine, and I'll leave it as it is. And just release the, I was going to say almost said blind Let's Play, which is a total lie. I have played Fear Extraction Point before. But I thought I'd just release it as is. And hopefully you all understand, and hopefully you enjoy it nonetheless. It's a shame because part 3 had the scene where Douglas Holliday, the Special Forces operative, gets killed. And you don't see him die anyway, but you hear his screams, and it's one of those you lose one of your companion stories, which I quite enjoy. But yeah, apart from that, I will just continue on before I could start rambling about Fear. I have recently been, I revisited the Crysis series. I've never played them before. I've seen bits and pieces of them played, mostly by my dad. And I've just completed Crysis 2 as of yesterday. So, up until, well, after tonight, both Crysis 1 and Crysis 2 in their entirety will be uploaded onto YouTube and just awaiting release, basically. Now, I will probably release them over the weekend, but so obviously June, the June weekends, expect to have a lot of Crysis, and obviously, as I say, this is the tutorial for Crysis 3 you're watching right now, and I will be recording this probably right after I finish this Let's Talk video, to be perfectly honest. I'm looking forward to sinking my teeth into it and continuing another first-person shooter with a bit of stealth-orientated gameplay, or at least it's optional gameplay. Another note, I suppose the next thing I can say, is June 9th or June 10th, I think it's going to be Tuesday or Wednesday next week. There's a new release for Europa Universalis 4. I think the expansion's called Common Sense, which I hope everyone has, but most people don't in my line of work, which is totally unrelated. But it has some improvements to diplomacy and, well, all sorts basically. I've been following some of the dev projects, and I always love the expansions. They always add something new and tinker with something that's already been there. I think this introduces the essence of Parliament, which is obviously going to deal with your different monarchies, especially if you're a monarchy, to be honest, rather than you be playing as a republic. Unfortunately, that means there was a Let's Play I was halfway through recording where I was playing as Brandenburg. That's 16 parts long, and I was honestly tempted to release that, and now it's just basically, I may just delete it, to be honest. It is on YouTube, it is ready to be released, but I wanted to get much further in that series before obviously the expansion came out, and I got a bit distracted with Crysis, so c'est la vie. But what it means, this expansion, Common Sense, when it is released, is I will have a whole new series to record once I understand some of the gameplay mechanics and what's changed. Or I may just go into it completely blind and see what occurs, because that's always fun as well. We can learn, and people can learn from my mistakes, I suppose. In addition, I'm excited to announce that one of my good friends, GalleyFox, is quite interested in doing a multiplayer series that's actually recorded. We've been playing multiplayer games of Europa Universalis 4 for a couple of months now, on and off, and we know each other quite well. We know our own temperaments and how we play the game, and I'm definitely interested in doing a record session, just because I think GalleyFox is a lot more verbose, a lot more verbal than I am. He's a lot more interesting as well, I have to say. So having someone there actually to communicate with, to bounce ideas off with, and just basically make the game a lot more interesting is something I am really looking forward to. Rather than you just listening to my bland tones all the time in my videos, I'd rather have him. And apart from one test video where we were playing Left 4 Dead 2, I think it was, I haven't done much cooperative work with any fellow hobbyists. And as I say, we've known each other for many years now, so I wouldn't want to really do a series with anyone else right now. So yeah, I will leave that there. What's going to be happening otherwise? We will continue with Pillars of Eternity. I haven't played that for a couple of weeks now, but I will get back to it. Probably later on today, actually, if I don't do any Crysis 3. We'll see where my mood goes. But apart from that, obviously, expect more Crysis, expect Pillars of Eternity, and as we go further into June, maybe July, hopefully we'll get some more Europa Universalis 4 out there. So, I'll see you all then. Until then, take care. Bye bye now.
Good luck out there.